So a lot of times when things happen to us, we allow those circumstances to completely overtake our psyche and our hearts and our aspirations and our dreams. And we allow those circumstances to just derail us completely. I'm guilty of it. Top of the morning. Today's Wednesday. I just realized I wrote the wrong date on my devotions this morning, but that's okay. It's fine. Totally fine. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today is March 12th, and we're finally getting back into the groove of vlogging. Hopefully. I say this on like the eve of my period. Like it's going to start in a few days, and I'm going to be down and out again. I don't know why I do this, but here we are. So I have this burst of energy. I posted this video yesterday to IG, and I was like, I'm coming back outside. So we're going to try to come back outside. But in the meantime, I have a few things that I need to get done. I had to turn the light on, okay, in here today because it is literally dusty and dreary and rainy outside. And I have to go out in it because I have an order to pack. So yay for the order, but boo for the weather. So I'm going to go do that. Today's a good day. Like, I feel good. I'm just getting over a cold, but like things feel okay. All right. I'm not in pain, which is like a miracle in itself. So I will take the win. I did a lot of like adulting this week, some financial things. I started compiling all my tax information, like all my expenses. Oh, so many things. Just like trying to get things in order. I really need like one of those magnetic things that I could just like attach my phone to so I don't have to hold it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying not to purchase from Amazon or Walmart or Target or, well, I don't really have an issue with not purchasing from Target. I don't really shop there anyway. But Amazon's probably the biggest one because they're so convenient, and I get a lot of my like pads and other period support items from there because I can get them in like bulk. So I got to figure that one out. And then I get a lot of my business supplies from there too, like office supplies and stuff. So I also need to figure that out. But in the meantime, I need the little like magnetic snap thing that I can attach to my phone so that I can put it anywhere and be able to do what I need to do when I need to do it. So I don't have to hold it because I need my hands free. I got to do stuff. If you made it this far and you're just meeting me, hello. My name is Elisa. I started this vlogging session the end of last year, the end of 2024, because I wanted to document my holistic journey. So everything in between. I just said nothing, right? You still know nothing about me. Okay. I run a business, a stationery business. It's called Illustrated Melanin. I create greeting cards, coloring books. I'm trying not to say journals anymore because I'm trying to phase those out. Although I have something in the pipeline for journals that I would love to do that I've been putting off for far too long. I will talk about that in another video. But this year's been a little tricky, but I host coloring events and I hope to get back to those soon, but it's for the community to come together, color. It's very therapeutic, very creative, very community-based, and that's just all I want to do is bring joy and love and community to people. So I hope to get back to that. And then on the flip side of that, I also have endometriosis, so I talk a lot about my period because it is me. It's what makes up me. And a lot of that affects my day-to-day. So I just might as well talk about it all, right? Talk about the endo, talk about the periods, talk about the business, talk about my life, all in one, because I am one person. So yes, if that's your jam, if you're into that, if you want to know more about it, because maybe you've never heard of endometriosis before, maybe a friend has endometriosis and you're curious as to whether or not they've been, I don't know, making stuff up because you thought that their pain was non-existent. I'm here to tell you it's very existent, and it's a pain in my butt. And everywhere else. Literally. Yeah, so Subscribe, like, comment, interact with me. Seriously, like, your interactions matter so much. Like, if you leave a comment, that helps the algorithms. It helps other people find me. Maybe you are also a woman in business who has a shitty period, or you have PCOS, or something else. I don't know. But some kind of chronic condition that sometimes leaves you unable to do the things that you know that you're put on this earth to do. So we're just navigating life one day at a time over here, and I'm sharing it, all the juicy details, all the good, all the bad, all the in between. Yes, let's pack this order so I can go out in this weather and then come back and continue doing things. Okay, let's go. Okay, order packed. If you remember from one of my previous videos, my sit stand desk like almost broke on me. So now I make it a point to put away my label printer before I touch my desk, before I put the desk back to sit mode, because I don't have time. I think last time it got stuck on the cord, and that's what like caused the malfunction, and never again. Okay, so I now check all sides of my desk before I put it down or before I put it up, because I don't want any problems. All right, this is brand new. It's working. I don't need it to not be working because of human error. Okay? Okay. Yeah. That's it really. I packed an order. That's done. And there might be like a quick little break in the rain, so I'm going to try to run out and get this shipped off and then come back and work on some things. I have a lot of like, because I want to start doing events again, I have a lot of emailing that I need to do, but first I need to make a list. So I'm going to come back, make lists, and then lists, a list, I don't know. Either way, lists need to be made in some form or fashion. So I'm going to do that. And then maybe we'll just like have a sit down chat. It's time for a sit down chat, a reset, if you will. She's back and the sun is out. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, can't even tell because it's so bright. Okay, anyway, I'm back. So now I can get settled in for the rest of the day. I have. Oh, I was not talking to the microphone. I'm going to get settled in for the rest of the day. I have a million. Hi. I don't want to sit yet. I have like a list. Okay, I can't. Ha ha! Sorry, it was kind of loud. I have 1,010 things that I would like to accomplish in my life in general. But for business, there are like a few things that I really have been wanting to do that I haven't had the time, energy, space, money, you name it, to make it happen. And not that I have any of those things now, but I am learning to lean into the circumstance as it is, right? So a lot of times when things happen to us, we allow those circumstances to completely overtake our psyche and our hearts and our aspirations and our dreams. And we allow those circumstances to just derail us completely. I'm guilty of it. I do it. I cut my finger. Anyway, don't look at my band-aid. Okay, so I'm very guilty of allowing circumstances to get the best of me. But I'm learning as I'm growing in my big age that God is bigger than my circumstances, right? He is bigger than all of it combined, tenfold. So it doesn't matter what I go through. Like, he's in control and he got me. Okay? He got me. Okay? We. So with that, I'm going to continue doing what I feel that he's put on my heart to do. And one of those things is to finally create a period tracker journal. So I know a lot of us use apps to track our periods. I mean, we use them to the extent of it came this day. I don't know. That's the extent that I use it. Like, this is the day it came, so that I know if I go to the doctors and there's like, when's the last date of your period? And I'm like, yes, I know that because I tracked it on the app. Right. So I pretty much only use it to know when it comes and when it ends so that I can track how long it stayed around, because normally my cycle is longer than it needs to be. But I don't necessarily track my mood. I don't track the food that I'm eating. I don't track the symptoms and all of these things. And I need to be doing that specifically because of my endometriosis. I have different symptoms on different days that have nothing to do with my menstrual cycle week. So I want to keep a journal of that so that as I go into these appointments with specialists and all of these things, I can have everything backed up, right? I'm not just keeping it all up in here, because y'all know what the brain fog does. She loses things, and I can't afford to lose things. I need to be able to be on my shit and know, like, this is what's happening. This happened this day. This happened that day. This shouldn't be happening, but it's been happening, and okay? I want to be able to hit him with it all so that there's no mistaking what I'm going through. Not writing it down, like, it doesn't justify what you're experiencing, but I think for me, it will help me understand certain patterns. If, like, I eat something one day and I feel a certain way the next day, I know why, or at least I have an idea. Okay? So anyway, I'm going to create a period tracker journal. No idea what it's going to look like, no idea what's going in it, but I think that it is a need. And especially for people who don't want to use the apps, because a lot of these apps track all of your information. And who wants that? Okay, especially in this insert free speech here place. So yes, I'm going to work on that. I also have been wanting to create new coloring books, specifically a Mommy and Me coloring book. I think it would be really cute, for one, and for two, because I desire motherhood, I think that creating something positive around it will help me as I go through this season of life of being told that I, might not be able to, or it'll just be hard to conceive naturally. And all of these things, all of these lies that are being fed into me, I am choosing to look beyond my circumstances, trust God, and create things around me that will uplift my soul. And I think creating a Mommy and Me coloring book will feed that. Plus, there's so many mommies out there who might want to color with their littles. And so if I can create imagery that brings us joy and that, like, represents us, like, that's what I want to do. So that's also been on my heart to do. I really wanted to get that done before Mother's Day, but that is asking a lot. So I don't see that happening, but you never know. So those are two things that I really would like to do business-wise on the stationery side, because I want to phase journals out. So I know I'm creating one new journal and one new coloring book, but the other journals I want to phase out. And by phasing out, I mean the ones that I have left in inventory, I want to sell those off and then only leave a couple available for bulk orders or wholesale orders only. So strictly for the masses, no longer doing one-off journal purchases. Means if I do markets, they won't be at markets anymore after I sell the ones that I have left. So if you've been wanting a journal, now's the time to get one. I have gratitude journal, mindfulness journal, prayer journal, and then two of my little mini journals, Dear Love and Dear Soul. Those are like customer favorites because they're small. You do them in the morning. They're like cutesy little musings, and you can even color in it if you'd like to. But yeah, I am phasing out journals. I think mostly just because they haven't really been selling as of last year that much. And when they do, it's always a bulk order. So it just doesn't make sense for me to waste my cost of goods. I don't need to purchase them and have all this inventory left over if they're not going to move, you know? And then I can solely focus on greeting cards and coloring books because that's the bulk of revenue anyway. And these are the things you have to make decisions on as a business owner. That's what I'm going to be doing. I am going to make a list right now because I need to outline what I want to put into the period tracker journal and then what I want to call it, like what I want to name it. I have to do that too. I also still have calendars left and I hate for them to go to waste. They're $25. Like they're still March, April, and till December left. So, I mean, plenty of calendar space left. They're beautiful calendars. Like, I don't understand. I don't know if it's my fault. I didn't really push them that well, but they're so cute. I don't whatever. Anyway, still have those for sale. Everything will be on my website. I really have to remember like what side YouTube is for these things so that I know which hand to use. Right or left? I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's what's happening in my neck of the woods. Let's start making lists. Oh, I need to have lunch. It's 12:45. Let's have lunch. I've been doing a lot of fried eggs lately as my lunch with microgreens. I need to get more jam. Oh my gosh. Dang. Okay. Focusing.